man. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Found another coin. This is going to be a metal detecting adventure, if I don't step on my machine too hard, to end all adventures. What we have behind me is the Patsy Cline house. This was one of the places she lived as a young child, and she spent several years here growing up. And we're going to get to detect all around it, and we're going to find stuff. Now, this is an old house. I'm going to show you the back of it, and we're going to find stuff. And what we're hoping to find, I'm with Todd from Appalachian History Detectives. What we're hoping to find is something that we can identify belonged to Patsy Cline. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like a little bracelet or a ring where her name or initials in it. Let's go around and see Todd. He's already starting to dig. A Patsy Cline, yeah. We're going to find something. We're hoping to find something. Oh, let me show you something real quick. This is kind of bizarre. House is right here. You can see it's an old house, okay? I've already gone inside and done a video on that. You've already seen it. But you can see it's an old house. But look, right where I'm standing is a railroad bed. Look, just look at that. Look down through there, that raised thing. That's not a road, that's a railroad. The railroad came in here in the 1900 or so and built it right next to the house. Look at that. It went this close to the house. But we are going to find, we're hoping to find a bracelet or something from Patsy Cline. She was living here in the early 40s, like during the war years. So if we can find something from that period, it could have been something that belonged to her, or at least she touched and fondled and, well, you get the picture. Let's stop talking, let's start digging. Todd is on the other side of the house, and we're going to start right here where this porch is. I'm going to show you what I'm using and how I'm setting it up. I'm using the Garrett AT Max. Zero discrimination just for a second so you can hear what's in the ground. Maximum sensitivity. That's my headphones. Now, I'm going to have to turn my headphones on in a minute, but I'm going to just let you listen to it, okay? This is what we're dealing with today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at that. All those grunts, little pieces of iron, and the squeaks are non-iron, basically. Like there's something right there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and crank the sensitivity up because I don't really want to dig any iron in here today. This has never been detected. So let's just run it up to 40. I'm going to quiet the machine down, but we'll still hear those good signals, like that one right there. That's the reading like a pull tab, though. But we've got to dig those things because it could be a small gold ring or anything. Yeah, see, it's right on the surface. Let's just grab that while we're here, and then we'll get to digging. In my hand, yeah, that's what it is. Look, it's a pull tab. Not from the 40s, 1940s. So we haven't gotten back to the Patsy Cline era just yet. That right there, that's an old dug well. If you look down in that hole, it's a stone-lined well. Stone-lined well that goes way down, but they have a cover on it that's bolted down, so we can't really look inside there. But that's a really cool artifact, and I can tell you right now, or structure, I should say, I guarantee Patsy Cline walked from right there to right there many, many times. This is our second signal. I scraped the dirt back, and it's not a great, it's the same type of signal, 5152. Probably not going to be anything but a pull tab, but let's go ahead and just scrape the dirt back and see what it is. Okay, so we moved it, and it looks like this is it right here, and it's just a piece of tin foil or pie plate. Yeah, that's a pie plate. This would have been a plate or a like a pie pan that some type of pie would have come in. Could have been a fruit pie, could have been a meat pie, but something you'd buy in the store. Don't know if this would date to World War II era when she lived here. Probably not. Okay, we're going to keep digging. So for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep digging these lower signals. And if we get overwhelmed with just so much junk in here, we can kick it up a notch and only dig the things that sound more like brass, copper, silver, things that would be more likely be engraved with her name. Because that's our goal, is to find something with her name on it. Let's get back at it. So we move slightly to the side of the house, and I have some decent signals in here. One was right there. It's reading like 80, so we know that's not going to be a pull tab. Let's just mark that. That could be something. That's 60. Might not be a pull tab. Seemed like they were reading about 50. We'll dig that in a minute together. All right, that is probably something, but let's get a better one. 42, or let's get a better one than 42. All right. Something there, 44, we'll leave that one too. Uh-oh, what's that one there? Okay, that's kind of a weird one. It's all bouncy. We'll dig that one too. We'll dig these three together. What do you say? All right, the signal should be right here. All right, well, it might actually just be in the leaves. I think it moved. Oh, there it is. This is a brass fitting to something. I'm not sure. It could be to a car, it could be to a tractor, some other type of machinery. It could date to when she was here, but I'm not going to say it does. I just want to show you real quick that area had all those little signals. This is what they are. They're all pull tabs. So we're going to move on from this little spot right here, and we're not going to dig any more of these signals, like the 50 to 60 or so. We're going to have to skip those because there's just too many of these in here. Still digging junk. This was down about 10 inches, and it's a lid to some type of jar, I would suppose. But it's aluminum. Could date from her time period, but it's just no way to tell.
All right, well, it's brass, and it's concave, almost like a buckle would be. You know, I mean, it's not flat. It's not iron, and it's got.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool little item. I mean, that could actually be quite old.
Yeah. It's high ringer.
Positive. Yeah, I mean, that could be well before her time, but
yep.
It's beautiful, man. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be a buckle. I was sitting there looking at it. Was it flat on that side? Is it just missing the iron pin, maybe?
I'm not sure. Not sure about that. Yeah. Cool, man. Awesome.
Yep. 10 minutes in.
I see. Yeah, it's copper jacketed. You see the shininess on it.
Yeah.
So that means it's post-Civil War for sure. So there was a door on this side of the house too, and this is the old side. So I thought we'd look around here. There's obviously some type of porch. You see the old log construction right here. Got square nails, stacked stone. So it had a nice high squeaker here, and even though we're under the porch, there's still modern stuff. So this is a modern, beer can that could date. I don't know when that might date to. It says aluminum right on it. It's amazing, isn't it? Actually has a patent pending date. Patent pending, but doesn't have a date. Dug the hole out a little bit to see what else might be in here, and there's lots of like window glass and stuff like that. Nothing good. But we'll keep looking for sure. I'll be really careful about getting cut on that glass. All right, had a big signal here, and I dug it up. And there's a little squeaker over there, which is very interesting that we're going to look at in just a minute. But what I wanted to show you was this. Do you know what that is? That is a big old saw blade. That's part of a blade to cut a massive piece of wood that probably was used in the lumber industry in this area. So we're in Virginia. We're in an area where there's a lot of lumber activity. And this is the type of saw that the lumberjacks would have used. That's not for like making furniture. That's pretty cool right there. And the squeaker is right there by the glass. And it came out of the same hole, so hopefully we'll be able to find it pretty easy. Although I'm not seeing it just yet. All right, so my hand, let's just get rid of some of that. There it is. It's a coin. Is it a World War II era coin or a more modern coin? That's a wheat penny, I think. All right, so we could be technically kind of on the board with an artifact that dates from the period, for sure, when she was here. That's a wheat penny. We'll get the date off of it in just a minute. Any eyes in there looking at us? The penny dates to, well, it says 1912 on it, so it's possible she could have used that. That would have been in circulation when she lived in this house. And the saw blade, the railroad that's right there next to the house, was built specifically for the lumber industry in the area. That ties it all in, doesn't it? That might be her grandpappy's saw right there that he used up in the mountains, cutting down the giant trees that used to Be all over this place. That's where I dug the wheat penny and the saw blade, and I had a cheerful little squeaker right here. It's out here somewhere in this dirt. Oh no, that's probably it. Is that it? That looks like plastic though, doesn't it? Bring this metal detector over here and test it. No, that's not it. That's a piece of plastic. But somewhere in here, it's a cheerful little squeaker. I wonder if it's that square thing. Oh, look, right there. I don't think it's going to be cheerful though. I think it's going to be a pull tab. No, it's not a pull tab. That is a another piece of aluminum, I guess. Where's that silver? Yeah, it's a piece of aluminum that's folded over. Felt a little too heavy for aluminum when I picked it up, but it's because it was folded in two. Yeah, just aluminum junk. I'll get rid of this too. Here's our first mason jar lid. These beautiful signals. This is actually Atlas. You can see it says Atlas on it backwards there, but it's basically just a canning jar lid. Made out of zinc. They sound really good on the metal detector. All right, got a happy little squeaker right in here. There's a lot of signals you can hear, but there's a small one right in here somewhere that I suspect could be a coin. Is that it? Yeah, that might be a little coin, like a penny or something. Kick some of that dirt back again. Okay, so I moved it, so it's not very deep. That's the signal right there, I do believe. See it? I thought it was a big ball of aluminum, but that's just a walnut. Yeah, see? Oh, wait. I'm showing it to the head of the metal detector for some reason. Yeah, so I'll show it to you guys instead. That's a walnut. That's a black walnut. They're native to this area. Absolutely delicious, but almost impossible to get the meat out. Takes a lot, the meat being the inside of it. Really good. They're hard to crack. They're hard to pick the meat out, and there's stuff between the pieces of the walnut that's good to eat. That's very bitter, very, very bitter. If you've ever eaten that, you don't want to eat that again. That could be from Patsy Cline's era, easily, because walnuts last a long time. All right, so whatever we had right in there, we'll have to get the old pinpointer out, I guess. Well, let's just try it with metal detector. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many nails in here. I don't know where I kicked it. So I'm going to have to probably find this and get back with you. Because like all these things, probably all these pieces of wood probably have nails. Something right here. What's that? Yeah, it's a flat piece of metal. That would give a decent squeak going this way. See, not too bad. But if it's turned, see, it's being discriminated out. The orientation of this in the ground makes a big difference. See, turn it, starts to get better, 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 better. Not too bad. All right, so the good squeaker in here, just give me a minute and I'll find it. So what I did is I kind of raked the soil back to move it around because I can't really hear the squeaker, so it's probably on a piece of iron. And I moved my shovel. I moved my shovel over a little bit so I could hear better, and as I did that, I eyeballed another coin. I'm not sure if this is the one we heard over there, or if this is a brand new one, but I just eyeballed it. All right, let's see what it is. That looks like a zinky. See how it's all bubbly on top? I suspect that's going to be zinc. You know what? It isn't. I think that's either I think it's an Indian head. Wow, look how bad a shape that is. That's an Indian head penny right there. Wow, it's bubbly. Man, that's horrible shape. We'll get a date off of it though. It's a Barlow, isn't it?
About 8 inches
I do believe,
deep.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I used to carry one of these when I was a kid.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Could have been hers. Or Grandpappy's.
Yep.
Nice, man. Congratulations.
Yeah,
that's
thank
awesome.
you.
I'll show you my penny while I'm here.
Oh, wow.
I think it's 1888 or 3.
That's an Indian head.
Yeah.
1888.
1888. Nice.
All right, well,
Your knife is better. It really is.
Oh, you think?
We have a spoon. Looky. Oh, wow. Look at that thing. Wow. What kind of spoon is that? I don't even know what kind of spoon that would be. Do you? Is that some type of specialized spoon? Really long, really fine. Might even be silver. I bet it has a, yeah, it's got all kinds of writing on it. Could have spoon-fed baby Patsy when she was a little girl in a high chair in the house. Yeah, this is the spoon that spoon-fed baby Patsy. Look at that little baby spoon.
Yeah, that is substantial. That is incredible.
Get a DNA tested, might still be some saliva on there.
Yeah, and there's a maker's mark so you can date it, but man, that definitely is a baby spoon.
You could have used that one for sure.
Great
I don't know, I don't know what kind of spoon it is, really. I mean, I don't know if it's a baby spoon, but it's a specialized spoon.
It's a specialized spoon.
Specialized for baby Patsy, I bet. They knew she was going on to greatness, so they got a special spoon just for her.
That's right. That's awesome, man. That's great. That's a great find. Congratulations.
Thanks. I did get it cleaned up a little bit so you can see it. And on the back, I think it says, although you're probably not going to be able to read this in the video, looks like it says Puritan and patented, no, Puritan silver plate. So this could definitely have been used by Patsy Cline's mother to feed her, or Patsy Cline herself. Who knows? It's a possibility, though. Took this little shotgun shell. Again, we're under the porch area, and it says Mohawk, Federal Mohawk, number 16. So that's a 16 gauge, which is a little unusual, although I do own a few of them. Right there. There's so many signals in here. I'm just digging everything that even sounds like it might beep. So we'll just keep doing that, even if it's a pull tab signal. I suspect it's going to be a coin, but look, there's an old bottle top right there. That's cork bottle. Not terribly old, but still pretty cool. And I also just eyeballed a fishing reel. That's not very old. But let's get back to this target, because I think this is going to be something good. Oh, look. You know what that is? Todd's going to be so jealous. I think that's a large scent. Do you think it is? Look. Oh, it is. That's a large scent. Wow. But boy, that was right in the, I mean, it's in terrible shape. But I think we'll be able to at least figure out the, we'll get the date off of it. It's right there. 1850. Should we show Todd? Hey, Todd. We got to show it to him. Yeah, it's a little better than the pull tab.
Oh my goodness! What? Look at him! Oh my gosh! I'll trade you.
Oh, would you trade me, Todd? A sandwich? I'll gladly trade you a sandwich now for a coin tomorrow.
I'll trade you a sandwich.
You don't even know who that is, do you? Kids nowadays.
1850.
Yeah. So we have lots of signals right here. I got a good squeaker right there that I kicked out of the leaves. A non-squeaker, but a decent signal there. And a non-squeaker over there. That sounds pretty good too. But let's go with the squeaker first. Yeah, the brush is so tight in here. Hard to swing the metal detector. Somewhere right in here. Of course, we're going to hear all of the... Oh, no. That was a good squeaker too. That's just a lid. And hear all the other stuff in here. So I guess we're going to have to get the... Well, yeah, another lid. No, that's not a lid. Set that down. This is a inside to a clock or a pocket watch, one of the two. That's a little cog, a little wheel that goes round and round for the time. This probably, it might have been the other one we were hearing, that other non-squeaker we were hearing over here. Let's set it there for now. Go around with the pinpointer once we turn it on. Problem is, like I said, we're going to hear all of the iron too. That could be iron. All right. Over here, we had another signal that was, what is that? Glazing maybe out of the window. Another oh, there it is. Full tab. Wasn't really a squeaker, but it was a mid-tone. So we've got 3 targets right there. One of them has some interest. These others would be definitely post Patsy. That one right there could easily date to her time in this house. I'm still over in the porch area, and I just noticed you can see some big stepping stones they had coming out of the house, which is kind of odd. But anyway, this is where I've been detecting, finding a few things. I got a very hot, very awesome squeaker right there. What do you think it is? It should be right in here. I kicked it out of the leaves, so there it is. Is that it? That's not it. Boy, I thought we'd be able to see that, because I know it's shallow because I kicked it. I moved it already. All right, it's right in here. You see it? Oh, it's another coin. I think it's a silver one this time. It's a quarter or a large cent. What is it? Oh, it's another large cent. Wow. Gonna be in better shape, I think, too. Clean it up a little bit. I'm not gonna clean it any more than that until it dries. See, I let it dry off, and now we're gonna rub it just a little bit. A lot of times if you rub it when it's really wet, you'll lose some of the detail. That's gonna be a beautiful one right there. Nice solid strike on it. You can really see the detail. I think it's gonna turn out good. Let's go ahead and clean this nice and dry. And we'll get a date off of it. So let's go down by the ground where it's not as windy. And I can use both hands. Okay, we're just gonna rub it a little bit, scrape it just a little bit with a fingernail. It's not gonna hurt a copper coin. Wouldn't be kind to a silver coin, but we're okay with this one. Just do the edge real quick. Starch, go a little bit across the face. Oh, it probably bothers you, the noise, but oh well. All right, just give it a quick rub. Get a date off of it. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice one. That's 1830. I believe that's an 1830. Wow. All right. I think we'll just let it go for now, like that. It's gonna be a pretty one. It's gonna turn out pretty nice. The back is absolutely gorgeous. That's the best part for sure. Front's a little rough, but we'll be able to get that one. Oh, that's beautiful right there, man. That is freaking beautiful. Thought it is something good. Let's go over and look. He's filming, so we'll have to be quiet.
I'm excited over this one.
Got something good?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a brooch.
Look at that.
Well, definitely a good date to that period. Or a little before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, congratulations.
Thanks.
Found another coin. Quit chasing me.
Sorry to laugh. I know you guys probably get annoyed at my laugh. That's the same one.
With a different date.
No, it's not. That's 1830. Dude, look at that. That is awesome. You're sitting there digging around that porch and you're finding all this stuff that fell through the cracks. That's really cool.
Trade you?
No, I will not trade you. I will not trade him that. No.
Most people would, but I wouldn't either. Smart man. Hey, Todd. So we just had lunch, right? Yeah. And what did I say to you that you're going to find next? I mean, literally, we've been digging what, 1 minute. I said a Civil War belt buckle.
Did you find a Civil War?
Yeah. It's a Civil War breastplate.
Oh my God!
Honestly, I mean, we just left each other. Said, you're gonna dig a belt buckle here, I guarantee it.
Oh, wait.
Unfortunately, I hit it with a shovel. But
yeah, you can see the eagle on it.
Yeah, it's a breastplate.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Patsy's?
Really, I don't know what you guys caught on video on my video, but we were just talking.
No, I mean, I just
like
turned the
2 minutes
machine
ago.
on and like put it down and it was there.
Oh my gosh. This just went from a good site to a great site.
It's crazy. Well, that's just crazy. Isn't it crazy?
That
I mean,
is
I really
crazy.
didn't think you'd dig one, you know, but I was hoping.
Oh man,
Oh, that is a belt buckle. This is kind of neat. This is a breastplate, right? What they call, typically this would be a breastplate worn right here. Purely decoration. But if you look at the back, you can see it's got like a little triangle of rust. Going up. That's actually a belt buckle. This is actually a kind of a rare belt buckle. Musicians, I think, wore these during the Civil War. That's a puppy paw thing. Like, it was actually a belt plate and not a breastplate.
So you spoke it into existence.
Huh?
You spoke it into existence. You said I would find one after lunch.
I did. I mean, just like a minute ago. It was weird. It was so weird.
You can
I think
see.
NCOs
You can
might have
actually
worn
see
these,
the triangle on it.
Yeah, because usually they just have two hooks, little iron hooks on them. This has the 3, so I know that's what it is.
Well, that's good. That means there could be more.
Got a nice little squeaker up under here somewhere. Yeah, it's a nice one right there. Pretty good squeaker too. Can't really tell the size because it's in the bushes. But let's listen to it again. Yeah, something right in here. We should be able to find that with a pinpointer. A little knife, just kind of scrape around. It's probably a pull tab, you know how that is. But rock, maybe. I'm gonna be really nervous. Ooh, it's gone. So small, whatever it is. Right? Oh, what is it? Ooh, that's interesting. That is probably a lid. Oh, it's got a little hinge on it. So that could be some type of little compact or something, I guess. Very fragile. Don't see any writing on it, but that's pretty good find. I like that. And we didn't even hit it. Awesome. I have a nice little squeaker right here, and I pull the dirt back because I think it might be a sidewalk, but I'm not positive. That's very coin-like. Right here. So I've seen these look like almost like stones that were laid down. I think this could be a sidewalk. Whatever it is right. Oh yeah, look at that. It goes that way, doesn't it? It might actually be under it though, huh? Get the pinpointer out. Let's see. It's pretty small. Yeah, it's actually under that stuff. Looks like concrete anyway, doesn't it? Yeah, it's concrete. It's under the concrete walkway. It's a good sign. Get this piece up. There we go. Alright. I suspect this should be right. Oh, looky. That's not a large scent. Just a rock. Right there, though. Looky. It's brass, whatever it is. Right there. It's all like that little buckle that Todd found. Let's see what it is. Yeah, it's a little brass ring. Kind of reminds me of something on a sword rig, but it could just be a like horse harness stuff. That's old. That's definitely old. Beautiful brass ring. Just dug another small penny, small coin. Ah, it is a wheat cent. That's pretty good shape too, isn't it? Let's show the date. Let's look at that. See if old Patsy might have dropped this when she was a kid. 19, is it 41 or 44? I can't really read it, but if it's early 40, yeah, 44. So this was dropped, or well, let's put it this way: this was made when she was living in this house. So if the family got this when it was new, she could have dropped it. Little signal there. Do you see what I see? Looks like a bracelet, doesn't it? Probably or a dog collar. Oh, it's a bracelet or a dog collar. It's a Patsy Cline's. I think it's a little too heavy for a young girl. Oh, that's weird. Look at all the little holes in it. I don't know, what is that? I don't really know. I guess it's a bracelet. I don't know. Maybe it has some gold coin on the inside of it. It's trying to get out. Somebody's hair, maybe. The spirit of that person is trying to get out. Making all those little holes. Huh. I wonder if it opens up. You think it opens up? We'll try it after a while. Patsy Cline. I'm kicking a ton of these cartridges, casings, out of the leaves here. I believe that's going to be a 30-06. Yeah, I can't really read it, but yeah, so that's been in the ground a long time. It's about the 5th or 6th one I found in this area. Actually over near the stone chimney. That's where I found the bracelet right in front of it. And working around the side of the house. So I'm a little ways from the house now and find a lot of junk. I just found this little piece of what I thought was a knife, but actually it's a rock. I just found that out, seriously. Anyway, this is my target. I saw that laying there. I thought we'd look at it together. What could it be? Is it gold? Yeah, it kind of looks like gold. Let's see what it is. Dick Tracy badge. Wow. That's actually pretty cool. I've never found one of these. Boy, I tell you, Don't know, I don't want to rub it too much. I'm not sure how fragile that is, but look at that thing. Dick Tracy. Something club. I wonder if that was around when old Patsy was here, huh? Could be. Could have been hers right there. Dick Tracy. Detective Club, I guess. That's pretty. I love that thing. That's my favorite find. I'll take that over a large cent any day of the week. Wow.
I'm gonna watch the chain. He's dug something.
I don't know. I don't know. No, it's not what I thought it was. There's a Virginia plate, but it's not. What is it? Oh,
it's brass.
It's broken.
Look at that, it's a head. It's a head.
Oh, okay. So it isn't. Oh, it is a head. The whole thing's a head.
Yeah, it's a head.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I wonder who it
Clean
is.
that up. It was a.
I don't know. Isn't that weird? I never found anything like that. I thought it was a. Well, I was hoping it was a Virginia buckle that was like an half.
It's interesting.
It is interesting. I've never found anything. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. You had to clean it up. Let it dry. Clean up. Let me take a look at it. Way to go. Great job.
Be happy for me, Todd.
I don't have one of those.
I did that one time with a guy. I was out digging with my buddy Rob, and we're in the river digging, and I'm digging up muskets and carbines and all kinds of stuff from the Civil War. He's not digging; he's just watching me at this point because he's tired. I dig up a musket, dig up. It was one of those days, like nothing from him. You know, like, be happy for me, Rob.
That's right.
It's okay.
Oh, I'm happy for you.
Yes, Mrs. Zaworski, I'm talking about you. First got here, I found part of a saw blade. I said it's probably related to the industry, the lumber industry in the area back around the turn of the century. And this is definitely of that ilk. That's a big, thick saw blade of some sort. Really, really thick. Well, I do believe it's a saw blade. Yeah, of course it is. You can see how they're offset, the teeth. Just dug my first horseshoe, kind of a little guy. Todd just dug a huge one down the hill. It's a nice one though, isn't it? Just dug a nice little flat button. That's an old one right there. That's definitely 1800s, earlier 1800s. First button of the day. So I just dug the little flat button and I swung over to this direction and dug another button. Look at that. Isn't that weird? 2 buttons. And just only 2 buttons today, and I dug them like a couple feet apart, just a few seconds apart. That might be a hot spot right here. This is a tight little squeaker right here. You can see it. I do believe it's going to be like a cent, like a penny or something. Hopefully it's at least a weedy. Taking flat buttons all around me though, which is kind of odd, but yeah, it's a wheat penny. Not sure of the date, but we'll check that out a little bit later. In a recent video, I found one of these and showed it to you and explained to you what it was, but I thought I'd go ahead and do it again because this looks like a fuse from the American Civil War. It has a basic shape of one, but what it actually is, it's a little axe, part of like an axle. You see how it's worn right there from going around and around. But yeah, so they're not American Civil War era fuses for cannonballs. They're just little things for wheels to go round and round. So this is kind of an interesting little find. It looks all vaguely horseshoe-like, but what it actually is a heel to a work boot. This was probably off of one of the logging boots. I think that's a pretty neat find right there. Nice big iron signal right here, and looky! Isn't that pretty? So that's a door off of a wood stove with a nice design on it. It's almost like the rising sun, doesn't it? Dug another wheat penny. Not sure of the date, but we'll get it cleaned off. We only have about half an hour left, so I'm trying to get as much done as I can in a short period of time. And another wheat penny, just a few feet away. So just dug this interesting little creature. Not sure what it is. Looks like there might have been something in the center there held on, like a badge or something, but I've never seen anything quite like it. Got some writing on there. I'll try to get you a good close-up of that at the end of the video. Maybe you might know what it is and can tell me. Guess what? It's time we have to go, isn't it? Because you have a very important date.
Yep.
But we did awesome at this place, didn't we?
Yeah,
I mean, it was incredible.
It was.
Patsy Cline's house, we got half the relics or half the artifacts she walked over every one of those, pretty much.
Yep.
She might have even held a few of them, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. What's your best find?
Well, I would say my best find is here. Yeah, is that a brooch? Is it in your hair?
Probably,
Brooch?
yeah. That could have belonged to her or her mother or grandmother, who knows?
And a little, is that a makeup container?
Could be,
maybe?
yeah. Yeah, some type of little container.
Button?
Button. That's a nice little button right there. Got a knife. Oh, that one of the first finds, wasn't it?
Yep.
A lot of junk we had to dig through to get there.
A lot of trash.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Pocket, maybe a pocket watch?
Yeah, definitely pocket watch. For sure. Nice, man.
Yeah, just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so we'll take a look at some of the stuff I found real quick. You've seen most of it. Got a lot of little wheat pennies in there. One Indian head. That's kind of a neat little badge, don't you think? Awesome. Yeah, I'm pleased with that just because it's shiny. This spoon right here, we had talked about it maybe being for, baby Patsy. Baby, all I can think is Jessica Rabbit for some reason. Baby Patsy. Patsy? Yeah. But actually, this is probably for ice cream. Patsy Cline did work as a soda jerk in a soda fountain when she was young, possibly living in this house right here. That could have been something she brought back from work. Pretty cool, huh? We'll look at the patent information on the bottom there and see if we can figure out exactly when it was made. Now, somebody there, not sure who that is, but that's I'm not even sure what that is, to be honest with you.
That's
cool. I think we'll figure it out. A lot of shotgun shells. I'll clean some of this stuff up and get you good pictures of it. Good hunt?
Great hunt.
What's your channel?
The Appalachian History Detectives.
Where do you find the link to that?
On YouTube. On his.
Somewhere, either a pinned comment or, in the description, there'll be a link directly to his channel. And you can see this exact hunt from other eyes and a lot of other good videos.
Historical. We'll cover the history of this site and Patsy Cline and her life.
Yeah.
And
that'd be awesome.
You got mud right there on your nose.
I got snot dripping out of my nose too. I can feel it. I gotta go. We'll see you on the next one.
She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying or if you're living or somewhere in between. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby, and I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got her secrets she's promised to keep, hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care if you're dying or if you're living or somewhere in between.